Hello everyone, this is Pat with Empowering by Design with our daily Oracle card reading and message for the 16th of December 2011. Happy Friday everyone. It's exciting to look forward to the weekend. And for today's reading, I felt guided to the Archangel Raphael deck. And Raphael is the healing angel. And he intervenes for all forms of healing. Physical healing, and mental, spiritual, emotional healing. Any and all kind of healing Raphael can be involved with. So as I shuffled the cards for today, there's three that came kind of flying out. And the first one is leave a stressful situation behind. Okay? And as this comes on the heels of yesterday's card from the Archangel Samuel, who was bringing in the message of peace, which I attributed to being sort of this new energy coming in and a change occurring with the end of Mercury retrograde. But as I mentioned yesterday, Samuel is a relationship angel. And I sort of felt during this Mercury retrograde there was a lot of relationship issues and communications stuff that came up for people. And that might have been really disturbing sometimes in some cases. And in this situation today with this card, he's saying, when I tune into it, the message I hear is just walk away from it. And, leave the stressful situation behind. And when we look up in the card meaning, it is literally sometimes just leaving it. Sometimes when we're embroiled or enmeshed or entangled in some kind of situation where it feels like people aren't hearing you, or there just doesn't seem to be any way of getting it resolved, and you don't see how a peaceful resolution could come out of it, it's really time to surrender it to God, to the angels, especially the relationship angels, for resolution. In our humanness, we can't always see the higher perspective of the divine, and so sometimes we really do just need to walk away from it. And even with your, yesterday we had the card come up for the artist. Sometimes I find if you're working on an artistic project and you just get to that point where you're frustrated, you're not sure if it looks right, or you're not sure if it's coming out the way you want, sometimes you just need to walk away from it. So this message today is about, as we encounter those moments of frustration, whatever they may be, if it's in a relationship or a project that you're working on, what have you, leave it behind for a few minutes. Either leave it behind and walk away from it entirely, because sometimes we need to do that in relationships, or when there's been an argument or an issue that's come up, or there's a stressful situation that we're working in or have been involved in. Sometimes we do just need to walk away from it. It's not weakness to do that. It's about self-care and self-preservation. But at other times when we encounter those little frustrations, sometimes it's just best to walk away from it for a few minutes. As I mentioned before with the artistic project, I know when I've been working on some for myself in the past, I get to a point sometimes where I can't quite see if it's really coming out okay, or if I think I'm trying to be too perfectionist, so I'm not sure what to do, and I'm frustrated. I take a few minutes and walk away from it and come back. I go for a walk outside. And sometimes that's all it takes to freshen your perspective about it. But the next card that came out right along with this one was relationship. And clearly Raphael is in here helping us to work and helping us to resolve these issues in the relationship. Or he's letting us know that he's at work and helping them to get resolved. Bringing in this, it's indicative of the fact that there's healing that needs to take place on both sides. That's what I get when I look at this card. There's two people talking and the angel's right behind them. And sometimes when things seem unresolvable to us in our human perspective, it's because there is healing that needs to take place within both individuals on their own. And I often find that if you leave it up to Raphael and walk away from it, put it in Raphael's hands, it has a better chance of becoming resolved, because the angels are able to, with their unlimited resources and their incredible ability to love and nourish people, that they often bring in the help that's needed. So don't be afraid to call upon them. And it has to do oftentimes with people healing their relationship to themselves. Because until we heal that, we're not able to heal as well with other people. So Raphael's in here working with, and it says that the issue is related to relationships. Now, the last card that came out, and there was 3 cards that popped out today. So that's a strong message from Raphael leading us into the weekend. This last one is improving health. And, I see that it's a confirmation for some of you out there that an issue that you have been struggling with, working, to find a resolution for it in a healing way, or for it to be healed. This message comes in today that's saying that it is improving, and you're going to soon see some resolution of that health issue. It's finally going to clear up, and things are going to move forward with you feeling better. In this painting, though, he's also working with plants, and which indicates to me that it may be for some people that there are some herbal or plant-based remedies that may be part of that solution. And he's also indicating that getting outdoors would be immensely helpful for improving your health. And that's part of that message in there. But overall, I mean, as we leave stressful situations, these are all about self-care, these messages today. As we leave stressful situations behind and improve our relationship with ourselves and leave the other relationships up to the angels. As you can see, I'm having technical difficulties getting all 3 of these cards to show. That leads to a general improvement in health, because leaving stressful situations, resolving relationship issues within ourselves, and leaving the more difficult ones up to the angels helps to get us back into a place of peace again. And that being in a place of peace within ourselves is very nourishing, and it leads to the improvement of overall health. Okay, it leads to spiritual health, mental health, and improved physical health as well. And stress is a huge, huge factor in the health issues that people suffer from. We can think we're going along, and we may not necessarily feel particularly stressed in a particular moment, but if we've been dealing with a lot of things, had a lot of things in our plate, we're in there resolving a lot of issues, putting out fires, even though we're able to do it and manage it in the moment, maybe that's what we're paid for and what we're good at, it still takes a toll on us. And it really is important to right that relationship with yourself by having the wherewithal to be able to say no in some instances, and take the time for yourself to get away from it all and leave the stressful situations behind. So I know it's a very long message for today, for a Friday, but it's one that has a lot of hope, and Raphael always shows up when there is healing that is taking place, healing that he is helping us with on many levels. So, and I also get now, remember to laugh. If you can, that's part of healing too. Remember to laugh at the at the absurdity of it all, at the comedy of errors that takes place, or whatever the case may be. I get that last little bit in here too. And I hope you have a lovely Friday. Thank you to all who left comments yesterday about the artist card. It was a really great card to get. And as an additional message to that card, I also feel like I got later on that they were encouraging us with that card to support your local artists. So I'll throw that in there as well. But with that, I will say nice weekend. I look forward to speaking with you again over the weekend, and have a lovely Friday, everyone. Take care.